Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
Malcolm X's family files $100 million wrongful death lawsuit and claims cover up for his murder. Right? Now, this right here is very interesting because I wonder why did they take so long to sue for his wrongful death, and I hope they win. I really hope they win. Let's get into this. According to ABC News, says the family of Malcolm X, the black resistance leader who was assassinated in 1965, has filed a $100 million lawsuit against the U.S. government. They announced Friday. Is there Elisa? I don't know how to pronounce her first name. Elisa Shabazz, Malcolm X's daughter, who represented her family at a New York City press conference, and her lawyers claim they have uncovered new evidence that they believe will prove that the NYPD and FBI conspired to kill Malcolm X. This is something we already knew but the evidence is what's going to be key in this lawsuit. All right, so we fought primarily for our mother who was here. I'm gonna say Miss Shabazz said of Betty Shabazz, who died in 1997 from the site of the former Audubon ballroom where her father was killed. My mother was pregnant when she came here to see her husband speak. Someone who she just someone who she just admired totally, and to witness this horrific assassination of her husband. Malcolm X was assassinated on February 21st, 1965 at the age of 39. He was shot a total of 21 times by a group of men in front of his wife and daughters. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who is representing the family, said that the lawsuit alleges authorities engaged in a decades-long cover-up that deprived Malcolm X and his family of justice. The suit seeks accountability of the harm or for the harm caused by the alleged unlawful and unconstitutional actions of these agencies and individuals. According to the complaint, Mustafa Hassan, a witness to Malcolm X's killing, revealed that when he and others tried to apprehend one of the alleged shooters, it appeared to him that the NYPD officers at the scene tried to help the shooter escape. Lawyers representing the family said that authorities never bothered to take a statement from Hassan, even though it was allegedly clear that he was present during the assassination, implying that law enforcement willfully neglected to conduct a proper investigation. Attorneys also claim to have sworn affidavits from two of Malcolm X's former personal security guards that were allegedly entrapped and jailed by an undercover NYPD officer a week before Malcolm X's death to ensure the assassination was successful, according to attorneys. The NYPD declined to comment on the allegations due to the pending litigation. The family's lawyer said that there were 9 FBI informants in the ballroom the day Malcolm X was killed. One of the shooters was heavily connected to the FBI and received favors by authorities after the assassination, according to attorneys. Laurie said a New York FBI special agent sent a letter to J. Edgar Hoover, the FBI director at the time, in December 1964, calling for extra surveillance of Malcolm X's activities since the Black resistance activists allegedly intended to have the oppression of Black Americans brought before the United Nations. About 2 months later, Malcolm X was assassinated. Yeah, that's major. That's major. Let me read that again. It says, Laurie said a New York FBI special agent sent a letter to J. Edgar Hoover, the FBI director at the time, in December 1964, calling for extra surveillance of Malcolm X's activities since the Black resistance activists allegedly intended to have the oppression of Black Americans brought before the United Nations. About 2 months later, Malcolm X was assassinated, preventing him from, setting out his mission. According to the Washington Post, the FBI's COINTELPRO, an acronym for counterintelligence program, operated in secrecy for decades as investigators surveilled organizations and individuals individuals that they deemed a threat to American interests. Targets of the program included civil rights leader Martin Luther King and former Illinois Black Panther Party Deputy Chairman Fred Hampton. Where was I? Yeah. All right. It says the FBI told ABC News that they would not give a statement because of the pending litigation. Muhammad Abdul Aziz and Khalil Islam were originally convicted in the murder of Malcolm X, but later exonerated in the 1965 assassination. They received a $36 million settlement in October 2022 after lawsuits were filed on their behalf in 2021 against both the city and the state of New York. Damn. So if they won, what's going to happen with this fam? I bet you they win. I bet they win. And if they do that, that's going to be some shit. Because that's going to reveal the government's hand in a lot of shit. That's going to make you look at a lot of these conspiracies that people have been saying, which we have had little proof. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to lean towards those conspiracies being true. At least I would. Because if they hiding this, which we already knew that. But once we get the evidence and it shows that they have been hiding this, that's going to be, confirmation. So it's like, man, you can't trust the government. Why would we be trusting the government? Anyway, hold their ass accountable. New York City agreed to pay $26 million in settling a lawsuit filed on behalf of Aziz and also Islam, who was exonerated posthumously in the killing. Meanwhile, the state of New York also agreed to pay an additional $10 million. I'm grateful on behalf of my sisters, Mr. Baz said, to stand here with a competent, ethical group of experts, legal experts, as we seek justice for the assassination of our father. Man, I hope they get everything that they deserve. Oh, hell, I thought this was going to be the video. We just had a video. Where did it go? Is this it? Oh, okay. She's just going to say the same shit that I probably just read. Here, look at his no speaking there.
We here today officially announce the filing of our $100 million lawsuit against the United States government, the FBI, the CIA, and the NYPD, who we believe all conspired to assassinate Malcolm X, one of the greatest thought leaders of the 21st century. We're not just making history, but we're making a path for justice. We believe a precedent and setting path for justice for
for
those
justice
who have been denied justice by the American legal system for far too long.
I'm grateful on behalf of my sisters, my 5 sisters, to stand here with a competent, ethical group of experts, legal experts, as we seek justice for the assassination of our father, and that the truth will be recorded in history.
All right. I hope they win. I hope they win. And that damn being Crump, he can't talk worth a damn, but that man, he be on his damn job, though. You got to get it to him. Yep. I just read your message. Alabama Crump be on his job. He's on everybody's case, not for real. He's going to be on his job.
Trump's staff later posted this photo with Robert Kennedy Jr., his health secretary nominee, eating the...
Okay. Yeah, yeah, man. They definitely will unlock Pandora's box for sure. Definitely, man. So this will be interesting to see how this play out. This will be very interesting, man. I just wonder how would this go. Man.